case number 04-2327. On January 21st of this year, at 6:36 p.m., police were dispatched to Greenfield Park after a report of an attempted robbery with possible homicide. The victim, Dean Fisher, was walking through the park when a man came up behind him, hit him on the back of the head, and attempted to take his wallet. Mr. Fisher attempted to defend himself, and a short scuffle ensued. The suspect started to flee when Mr. Fisher grabbed his shoe to stop him. The suspect's shoe, along with his sock, came off during the scuffle. In an attempt to get away before police arrived, the suspect stabbed the victim and grabbed his shoe but did not pick up his sock before he fled. Mr. Dean Fisher was pronounced deceased at the scene. 5 hours later, police took Roger O'Barger into custody. Okay, and then it says, as a crime scene investigator, one of the pieces of evidence you collect is a sock. I have to put my gloves on. I will place the photomacrographic scale by the sock and take a picture of the sock. And now with a gloved hand, I collect my sock. After using the photomacrographic scale to take a picture of the sock, I place it with steel gloves on. I place it into the evidence bag. I then proceed to take my evidence tape and seal my bag. Fold it in half. And place my seal on it. So there's my seal. Right there. Okay, then it says use a permanent marker in the crime scene scenario from part 1, step 4 to complete the top of the chain of custody form with the case number, offense, victim, suspect, date, approximate time seized, and the location of seizure. Okay, so here I've already done that. I've filled it all out. The case number, the charge, my name, the victim, the suspect, the date and time, and the location. Then I've already filled out item 1 with a description, item 2 with a description, and my chain of custody. Okay, then it says, the same day you collect the evidence, you transport it to a laboratory that specializes in fibers. You give custody of item 1, which is still sealed in our evidence bag with the label on it, to Mr. Dan Brown, or Dr. Dan Brown, fiber expert. Dr. Brown states he will lift possible trace evidence from item 1 to identify any trace evidence found. Okay, so now we're going to have to break the seal. Pull our sock back out. You see that? Okay, so now we have our sock. And as you can tell, we have the lift tape. It's hard to do with gloves on. There we go. Okay. So there's the excess. So now we'll take my lift sheet, press it on my sock, and lightly collect any fibers that may be on our sock. Fold it back over. And now our lift tape becomes evidence number 2. Now this also has to be put into an evidence bag. And we also have to seal it with our evidence tape. Okay, so here's our lift tape with the fibers on it. Then our sock has to be placed back into our evidence bag. And we have to reseal it. And now we have to put our initials, and now we're acting as Dr. Dan Brown. Put the date on it, which would be 1/21, and case number is 04-2327. And make sure you put your item number on the evidence tape also. So here we have it for our sock. And I'm just going to sit there and do the same thing for our lift tape. The 21st, this would be evidence number 2. And then our case number again, which is 04-2327.